What's up guys, MJ here. In this video, we're going to be talking about Fallout 76. Yes, yet again, I know I've made tons of Fallout 76 videos in the past, talking about guides with tips and tricks, talking about just in general topics and commentary on Fallout 76. But as a player that's been in the game and with the community since late 2018, back in November 2018, I have to say, even after almost 6 years now of the game being out, this game does still have a bright future ahead of it. It does. Fallout 76 has recently surpassed 20 million players. And yes, that is mainly because of the Fallout TV show that recently released that hugely boosted Fallout 4 players, Fallout 3, New Vegas, all of the game's player bases exploded, especially with Fallout 76, and most of all on Steam. We got to see massive numbers going from their normal, their top concurrent players was 10,000, to 80, 90,000. It was a massive difference in terms of concurrent players, and Fallout 76 had a new breath of life pushed into the game. And by Fallout 76 now being at 20 million players, as of February 2024, they were just at 17 million players. And other games like Halo Infinite, Starfield, Ghostwire, Grounded, Flight Simulator, State of Decay 2, all of these other games were also at the million player numbers. But now Fallout 76 stands as one of the biggest games under Microsoft's belt, right? I don't know Halo Infinite's current player base. It is most likely over 25 million, could be 30 million. We haven't heard any new numbers. But this is still insane that as of February, it's already bigger than State of Decay, Flight Sim, now surpassing Grounded most likely. Even though Grounded already hit 20 million players, Fallout 76 is finally passing Obsidian's survival insect kind of game, right? Surprisingly as well, because you'd think a fucking Fallout game would be surpassing a very small development team's, survival game. But Grounded is a very good video game, so I'm not pushing Grounded down. It is an amazing game, so if you haven't played Grounded, I highly recommend you go play it as well. And because now Fallout 76 is one of Microsoft's biggest live service games, they will also be more likely to put resources into the game, which is only good for us Fallout 76 players. If you have been a Fallout 76 player for a while now, you'll know that the game lacks at endgame content. It does. Now, there's obviously expeditions, there's daily ops, that is somewhat endgame content, but people have to understand that Fallout 76 does have an endpoint. This isn't some massive MMO like Elder Scrolls Online or a bunch of other games where the grind never ends, right? Fallout 76 does have an ending. You will get the best gear. You will get the best power armor, the best weapons, the most ammo, the most junk, everything. There is an endpoint to the game. What people want for Fallout 76 is something to keep them going. Some sort of better gear that we can find. And nothing better to bring that to us than a map expansion, the Skyline Valley expansion, also coming with Season 17. How the fuck are we in did I read that right when 17 fucking seasons? Are you kidding me right now? How is the game went through 17 seasons, and that isn't even the game's full lifespan, because it didn't get seasons for the first two and a half years. Now that Fallout 76 is having an even bigger player base, and will most likely get an even bigger player base after Fallout Season 2 comes out, after more expansions, now it kind of turns into, what do I want to see from Fallout 76? Personally, what I would like to see is some actual, more map expansions. I think would be great. I would like to see one new story every year. I feel like that is completely warranted, whether it's in an expedition, to the America's Playground situation, right? Not in expeditions, but where they go outside the map in an expedition, then they use that map to create a new quest line with it. Exactly what they did with America's Playground. If they do that, completely fair. I want to see a new quest line every year. I want to see 2 to 3 new expeditions every year, and I would like to see a new map expansion every 1 to 2 years. I feel like that is something that Bethesda could actually handle, especially with support studios only supporting Fallout 76. What I think they could do is one of those each every year. I really feel like we could have 2 to 3 expeditions every year with a map expansion every year and a half. I really feel like that's possible. If they can't do it because, it's not making that much money, fair enough. You know what? Fallout 76 isn't like a fucking Sea of Thieves or something where you can just port everything into, right, at a studio. Completely fair. They also have to work on Elder Scrolls 6 and Shattered Space for Starfield, so many other projects and just things to do. But for Fallout 76 fans, we've been with the game for a long time. So obviously, I feel like, because this map expansion, they're obviously pushing forward with their technology, so being able to make a map expansion, they're building the ground on what they're able to do now. So what they should be able to do in the future from future map expansions, if possible, hopefully will be quicker. Instead of it taking, say, if this was taking a year to develop, the next one will take 8 months, the next one will take 6 months, right? And then for PTS servers, it'll take even less time because they have even more people patching out bugs. And the PTS server, mind you, is one of the best things that could have ever happened to Fallout 76, just for patching bugs, just for dealing with issues. Honestly, it was one of Bethesda's smartest ideas, and I'm really happy as well that they kept it going with Starfield, where they have their own PC test server where they're able to test patches for people who want to get it early. I think personally that is genius, and it's something that they should be continuing with all future mainline games, whether it's Elder Scrolls 6 patches, whether it's Fallout 5 patches, whether it's any future mod support. It is absolutely genius. It lets the community get hands-on with it first, and they do their job for you. They realistically do. You have passionate people who love your game, test it for you, and then you can just report back, and boom, we got to fix that. This is what this player came into at that time, at this time. It is a genius system, and I extremely hope that they implement it in future games as well. And it's even better that Bethesda has already shown us the Fallout 76 Season 17 Pioneer Scouts Skyline Valley kind of like DLC to show off its new season and the content we'll be getting. It shows that Bethesda's just acceptance into what we're being given, right? They're going to be showing us what's next for Fallout 76 in terms of its season. I can't wait personally to see what actual kind of content we get out of the map expansion. I'm going to be live streaming it, going to be making videos on it. I'm very excited to see where the future of Fallout 76 goes. I am unbelievably excited and hopeful that maybe the game could have 25 million players by the end of next year. I feel like that's well possible, especially if Bethesda and its studios keep going with this, right? Keep this momentum going, release patch after patch, because the second this expansion comes out, all the players that came in through the Fallout show that are done, like say hit level 80, they're going to rest with the game, wait for the expansion, are all going to come back. This shit's going to skyrocket on PlayStation, Xbox, everything. And there's probably even players as well that have been waiting for this expansion, right? They're like, you know what, I'll buy 76, but I'll hold off on it. I'll wait, or maybe I'll wait for a sale, or maybe I'll just wait for the expansion to come out, and then I'll pick up 76 and check it out. Because that's completely understandable, right? You're going to want to wait for its next big expansion. And I'm really hoping we get to see one more story expansion by the end of the year. I did hear on Twitter, like a month and a half ago, take this with a grain of salt, that it would include the Overseer in some sort, which I would be very fucking pumped for. I'm going to be honest here. I actually did really enjoy the Overseer as a character, so having her back into the game in some sort of new questline, either if it's with the map expansion, with a new cryptid, with a new faction, even if we get to talk with the Brotherhood again, and there's like the Enclave comes back in a bigger appearance, or if it's a completely new faction, it would be something that I would be really excited for, and something that we really need desperately for Fallout 76, because Bethesda has really been kicking it off with its repeatable content as of late with its expeditions. I love playing each expedition, and the most sensational game I know is like the quickest expedition you can do. You can beat it in like 6 minutes. It offers good rewards, and it's just what people have been grinding. But what we need right now is like more expeditions to really just bolster that content, because we have about 6 of them now, 5 or 6, which is awesome. But just adding more expeditions, add more content, Bethesda, keep it going. If they keep it going, we're only going to get even better content. We're just going to be getting even more missions, more rewards. It's what we need. They just need to keep pumping content into the game, so endgame players like myself and new players just have an unlimited amount of things to do and an unlimited amount of things to grind for and go for, especially if players like the RNG and like a grinding game like that. Fallout 76 is just a perfect game for you, and I highly recommend it. And something else that comes to mind when I'm thinking about Fallout 76 and its bright future is something that I mentioned on a podcast yesterday, Infinite Umbra's The Fix podcast. We talked about Fallout 76 a little bit. He wanted to keep us going, of course, because it's not a Fallout 76 podcast, but we talked about the Nuclear Winter Battle Royale, and I was discussing of how it actually was a very quality Battle Royale. The issue is that Bethesda didn't stick with it. They didn't keep the support going for the Battle Royale, even though at launch of the beta, it was actually a very well done Battle Royale. The map was awesome, launching nukes were amazing, everything about the Nuclear Winter Battle Royale was really fun. It's just Bethesda didn't keep that same quality bar and keep it consistent. Now, what they could do is pump resources back into that Battle Royale. I guarantee they should be adding this Battle Royale back. Like, they should. Bethesda, you need to listen here. You should be adding the Nuclear Winter back to the game, because it was a great game mode, and it gives endgame players as well something to do, considering now you're going to have so many endgame players waiting for content. It's a repeatable cycle of content. Just keep adding new rewards, like say once you get to level 100 you get all that gear, and then add another 10 levels every few months or something to keep us going, because it takes forever to level up in Nuclear Winter. So it's not like we're going to be rushing through it in like a week or something to get to level 100. It's probably going to take us a few months, unless you're a very hardcore Nuclear Winter player, where then you're going to be playing the game for that amount of time and get to level 100 or whatever very quickly. But that's about it that I have to talk about really for this video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Do you still play Fallout 76? Do you agree with what I'm saying here? Do you think that Bethesda should obviously keep the support going for this game? Do you agree that it has a bright future? Let me know. If you did enjoy the video, consider leaving a like, sharing, commenting, and subscribing if you so choose to. We have recently surpassed 1,000 subscribers, so just everything's been awesome lately. If you want to become a member as well, you can click the link down in the description below. Thank you all for watching once again, and I will see you all in the next video.